Greetings tech and gaming fans, Edgerunners is back with the latest updates you don't want to miss. In today's episode, Intel's Arrow Lake processors face criticism for poor gaming performance, Palit files entries for NVIDIA's Blackwell GPUs, while AMD discontinues the Radeon RX 7900 GRE. In addition, Elden Ring Nightreign introduces team-based co-op, and Gothic Remake's success may lead to a Gothic 2 remake, and more. Prepare a cup of your favorite tea, settle in, and let's kick things off. First up, Intel's Arrow Lake processors, part of the Core Ultra lineup, have been facing criticism due to underwhelming gaming performance. Several gaming benchmarks have shown that these new processors did not live up to expectations, especially considering the hype around Intel's transition to new technology. Intel responded by promising to resolve most of the performance issues with a final patch, the 0114 microcode, which is scheduled for release in early January 2025. To assess the effectiveness of the patch, TechPowerUp conducted a test on the Core Ultra 285K using the updated BIOS and the new microcode. The testing was done on an Asus ROG Maximus Z890 Hero motherboard running Windows 1124 H2. Despite the updates, TechPowerUp reported no substantial changes in gaming performance after applying the patch. As a result, TechPowerUp currently does not recommend the Core Ultra 285K for gaming PCs. Instead, they suggest exploring other options, including Intel's 14th generation processors or AMD's Ryzen Zen 5 X3D models, which are currently delivering more consistent performance in gaming scenarios. Do you think Intel can fix Arrow Lake's gaming performance issues with future updates? Share your thoughts in the comments. The developers of Star Citizen have launched a major update titled Destination Pyro. This update brings several significant features to the game. First, it introduces the ability to support up to 500 players per server, a much-needed expansion for the massive multiplayer universe. The update also expands the in-game world with the addition of 6 new planets, further enhancing the exploration experience. Additionally, players can now travel through space wormholes, opening up new pathways for adventure. With this release, Star Citizen has moved to Alpha 4.0, marking a major milestone in the game's ongoing development. The update also brings ground combat, allowing for more action-packed gameplay on planetary surfaces. New activities are available, and players can now join factions in the Pyro system, offering more opportunities for alliances and conflict. Along with these additions, the developers have worked on improving the overall game stability, fixing various bugs, and boosting performance. From the community's perspective, the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Many fans believe that these significant updates indicate the game's full release is closer than ever. For those who might not know, Star Citizen has raised over $750 million in crowdfunding, which remains a record in the gaming industry. However, despite this impressive funding and continued development, there's still no official release date. Palit has recently filed new entries with the Eurasian Economic Commission, indicating a broad range of upcoming models based on NVIDIA's next-generation Blackwell GPUs. The list includes not only standard models, but also exotic versions like the RTX 5050 Super, RTX 5060 Ti Super, and RTX 5090 Ti Super. However, it's important to note that these filings are not confirmation of these models' existence. Palit is merely preparing for the potential release of these advanced variants of the Blackwell cards. The filing allows the company to be ready should NVIDIA officially announce these models, thus avoiding the need to resubmit paperwork in the future. As of now, these entries should be viewed as part of Palit's proactive strategy in anticipation of new product announcements. Alchimia Interactive, the studio behind the highly anticipated remake of the classic RPG Gothic, is already considering the possibility of remaking the second installment in the series, Gothic 2. However, the decision to move forward with a Gothic 2 remake depends entirely on the reception of the first game's remake. If the remake of Gothic proves successful and meets the publisher's sales expectations, development on the sequel could begin. Reinhard Pollis, the head of the Gothic Remake project, expressed excitement about the potential for a sequel. He mentioned that the team has a lot of ideas already prepared and could start working on the remake of Gothic 2 immediately. However, the team's focus right now is on delivering a successful remake of the original game. The Gothic remake is set for release in 2025, with the development team hoping for a positive reception to pave the way for a second project. AMD has officially discontinued the production of the Radeon RX 7900 GRE graphics card, a scaled-down version of the RX 7900 XT. Launched in July 2023, the RX 7900 GRE was initially exclusive to China before being released globally in January 2024. Despite still being available at major retailers, stocks of the card are rapidly depleting, and once they're gone, there will be no further shipments. The RX 7900 GRE offered performance around 17% lower than its high higher-end counterpart, the RX 7900 XT. The discontinuation of this card comes just 11 months after its international release, signaling AMD's decision to shift focus to newer products in their lineup. What's your opinion on AMD ending production of the RX 7900 GRE? Let us know in the comments. CD Projekt Red recently provided more clarity about the upcoming Witcher 4, which was initially promised to be bigger, better, and more ambitious than its predecessors. The vice presidents of the studio have stated that the game's world size will not be significantly larger than that of The Witcher 3. The map will be about the same size, and the number of quests will also remain similar. However, one major improvement is the game's visuals. CD Projekt Red has transitioned to Unreal Engine 5 to achieve cutting-edge graphics. The events of Witcher 4 will take place several years after The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, providing players with a fresh narrative while retaining the core aspects of the series. Elden Ring Nightreign, unveiled at the Game Awards, will feature a multiplayer mode requiring teams of 3 players for co-op. Director Junya Ishizaki confirmed that 2-player co-op won't be possible in the game. As the experience is designed around a 3-player team, this decision aims to offer players a unique sense of accomplishment that wouldn't be possible with fewer players. The game's difficulty will scale based on the number of players in the group. In 3-player mode, enemies will have significantly higher health and damage output, ensuring that the challenge remains intact even with a team. Hardware Unboxed recently conducted detailed tests to analyze the performance impact of the NVIDIA app on gaming systems. Using a setup that included a GeForce RTX 4070 Super and an AMD Ryzen 7800 X3D processor, the tests focused on 6 popular games at Quad HD resolution. The NVIDIA app provides features like in-game filters, video recording, and performance overlays, but these features were found to affect gaming performance in varying degrees. In titles such as Cyberpunk 2077, the app caused only a slight drop in performance, with average frame rates decreasing from 71 to 69 frames per second. However, in more demanding games like Hogwarts Legacy, the impact was more significant, with performance dropping by up to 16%. Other tested games such as Star Wars Outlaws, Alan Wake 2, Black Myth Wukong, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart showed performance drops ranging from 3 to 7%. NVIDIA has acknowledged these issues and stated that it is working on updates to minimize the app's impact on gaming performance. This highlights a trade-off between the convenience of additional features and the need for optimal performance in gaming scenarios. Gamers are advised to use the NVIDIA app selectively or disable unnecessary features to maximize performance in demanding games. Do you use NVIDIA's in-game features despite the performance drop? Let us know in the comments. The AMD Ryzen 9600, a budget-friendly desktop processor based on the Zen 5 architecture, is scheduled to launch in late January 2025. Positioned as an entry-level option, it features reduced clock speeds compared to the Ryzen 9 600X, making it a more affordable alternative while still delivering solid performance. Despite the lower clock speeds, the Ryzen 9 600 retains the same 65 watts TDP as its higher-end sibling, ensuring a balance between power efficiency and capability. The cache size is expected to match that of the Ryzen 9 600X, maintaining strong performance in gaming and multitasking scenarios. The Ryzen 9 600 will be the most affordable desktop processor in AMD's Zen 5 lineup, appealing to budget-conscious gamers and users. Alongside this release, AMD will unveil its premium models, the Ryzen 9 900 X3D and Ryzen 9950 X3D, during CES 2025. These higher-end processors are designed for enthusiasts and professionals, offering increased core counts, larger cache sizes, and enhanced gaming and productivity performance. The X3D models are expected to deliver cutting-edge performance by leveraging AMD's 3D V-Cache technology, making them a compelling choice for demanding workloads and competitive gaming. Thanks for watching our latest gaming and tech roundup. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest updates. Do you think Intel can fix Arrow Lake's gaming performance issues with future updates? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.